lively. It says on your T-shirt, Blitz, voice of a generation. What's the voice saying?
What's the voice saying, Carl?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, and that the song...
What do you think it's saying?
I have no idea, pal. First day I've met you.
Have you listened to the album?
I've never heard the album. The song you've just played is New Age, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's all this sort of... What is it, a facade that you're trying to... You've got something for the kids, some sort of answer? Is that just a facade in that you're making money out of it, or have you got an answer?
No.
No, we ain't got an answer, but nobody else has who pretends that they have.
So why Voice of a Generation? I mean, it sounds great, but what's behind it? What's the generation
It is the voice of a generation, isn't it? Like, in all the papers, the enemy, that's just a middle-class paper. That ain't the voice of a generation. It's the voice of a few art students pissing about. That's not really the voice of a generation.
So the voice is saying nothing? Yeah, OK, fair enough. What about the fact... Are you happy about the fact that your prospect every night, or when you're playing, is that you're playing to a lot of bobbing, spiky heads, the same old crowd, the same thing? I mean,
you know I'm playing to them.
Have you been to a Blitz gig?
You told me I'm going to one.
When? I've just told you, have you?
You certainly have, pal.
When?
So is it... I mean, you're playing to a punk audience, right?
Yeah.
You're playing to rafters.
What's the punk audience?
No, what's punk?
At the end of the day, the music's the same as it was in 1977. All the arguments that are made against heavy metal could be attributed to this, right or wrong. You're stuck in a rut, right?
Well, it could be attributed to the Pale Fountains and to Cabaret Voltaire.
Not stuck in a rut because we're making a living out of it. That's not in a rut, is it?
Well, you must be. I mean, musically, it's the same old thing. Well, when the audience has been to a Blitz gig, right, and they're all fueled up, what's their head full of? Nothing, or has it got some new thought in it?
Well, I've got a shipwrights full of nothing and beer, yeah.
So, and you think that is the essence of life,
I think
right?
that's shit. I think that's depressing, and that's what we want to change.
So
the band should be given a chance to develop, right? So, Voice of a Generation.
So how long's it been going?
It was the Voice of a Generation. Yeah. That's a statement that was released earlier this year. I want to go on from there. We need the chance to go on from there.
Sending back corruption on which you have planned. Tell me one thing. Tell me this is bad.
But if you go up your own arse and go all arty-farty like the people that are getting into the African and the Asian rhythms, right, and saying it's new and it's not new, it's crap.
Well, that's your opinion.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
I'm not saying what you're doing is bad.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, are you happy to be stuck in a rut? You say you're not stuck in a rut.
We're not stuck in a rut, no.
We're changing.
So what are you going to be doing next year? You were doing this last year.
We weren't
so
doing this last year.
You say this sound is different now.
This is different from... You've not... It's difficult talking to you about it because you haven't listened to the album.
It's difficult for me because that would have stuck in 1977 bang on. You could have been there at the Vortex.
Well, look at some of the attitudes they get in modern music today, though. They're not saying anything. You're trying to say that our album's invalid, right? But it is a voice of a generation. You just look what it's about. It's about threat a nuclear war, right? All that. About being unemployed. Right, it might not be trendy to go on about it anymore, which it isn't, right? By all these newspapers, right? They're not giving that angle at all. They're all just decadent, aren't they? Like Berlin before the war. And look what happened to that.
Yeah, but all this is, I mean, it's...
Have you got any alternatives?
Well, I've got one alternative, yeah. For to start off, by being what I consider and many other people stuck in a rut. As much as the music's all right, you're stuck in a rut. It's like an ostrich with his head in the sand. I mean, so what you're saying, all this is entertainment. You're not providing any answers.
No, what we're saying is there's no answers to be found.
It's out of my hands to provide answers, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's out of my hands to provide answers.
So whose is it? Politicians? Do you think
There
they've
aren't
got
any
the
answers. They're the questions.
Exactly, they haven't.
Isn't it? It's the questions.
Yeah, but you're not making that. I couldn't even tell what you're saying. So, I mean, that's an old thing that when everybody used to say that to Joe Strummer, he'd say, well, it don't matter. But it does matter now. I want to know what you're saying.
Well, now it doesn't matter. Now, it's really hip to be fashionably decadent.
I'm bothered about the music from the point of view, if there's anything of any meaning behind it, you say it's not. One minute you're saying to me... No, 1 minute you're saying to me that it's entertainment, then the next minute you say there's something behind it, and apparently you can't say what.
It's like, the trouble with all this is that what comes across is one facet, right? Like a diamond. You just get one plane. But there's loads of different planes.
Okay.
Right? Is that fair enough?
It's fair. So if things
what I'm saying is we only get the chance to come across with this single, playing one thing. That's part of a great big thing, which is what the Blitz is about. And if you start pissing about with all this superficial decadent crap, which is hip at the moment, and you put like really shitty play in it.
Well, you're bringing that in, or I'm not bringing that.
And then you put a message on the top, and the only people that are going to listen to you are the people that already agree with you anyway.